A hapless New York advertising executive is mistaken for a government agent by foreign spies and pursued across the country in Alfred Hitchcock's classic adventure starring Cary Grant, North by Northwest. North by Northwest is known to be Alfred Hitchcock's most adventurous film, and really his most fun, and it includes an all-star cast of Cary Grant, Eva Marie Saint, James Mason, and Martin Landau. Alfred Hitchcock wanted James Stewart to play Cary Grant's role of Roger Thornhill, but the executive producers decided that they should use Cary Grant because James Stewart was deemed too old to be playing leading men because of the failure of Vertigo. But the funny thing is that Cary Grant was in fact older than James Stewart. Cary Grant was 55 years old when he played this part. And although people may look at that as kind of disgusting that he's playing with a leading lady who is still in her late 20s, Cary Grant is kind of a timeless actor in that even though he's 55 years old, he totally plays off the leading man part excellently, and few people could ever do that. Although it was one of the last roles that Cary Grant ever played as a romantic leading man. The interesting thing about this movie and how the plot goes forth is that, and Hitchcock uses this in most of his films, is that everything starts with chance. The way that the plot goes, the way that Cary Grant's character is mistaken for a government agent, is that he gets the attention of a busboy who is calling out the name of the agent who the foreign spies are onto. Therefore, they think that Roger Thornhill is George Kaplan, the spy that the foreign spies are looking for. And for most of the movie, Cary Grant's character doesn't know why his pursuers are pursuing him. And there's a great deal of mystery that unfolds that you discover as he's discovering it. And it really puts you in that first-person mindset, which is really exciting because of the film's complete adventurous aspect. The film was really ahead of its time. It was made in 1959, and there were a lot of sexual undertones and very adult themes that at the time Hollywood wasn't quite ready to be open to. And which includes a scene on the train where Eva Marie Saint's character says to Cary Grant, "I don't discuss love on an empty stomach." If you look at her lips closely, you could tell that that's not what she's really saying. What she's really saying is, "I don't make love on an empty stomach," which was, they had to have taken out because it was just a little too suggestive. If you're not at all interested in the movie, the thing that you must see is the famous crop duster scene, which now, over 50 years later, really stands out as one of the landmark scenes in American cinema. I couldn't really tell you why. I don't think most people can, but there's just something about that scene that just really, I think, captures American cinema. Another interesting aspect that, again, attributes to the idea that this movie is ahead of its time is that Martin Landau's character and James Mason's character, there's sort of a homosexual undertone to them. Martin Landau's character uses the expression, "call it my women's intuition," if you will, and he shows a lot of instances of jealousy between Eva Marie Saint's character and James Mason's character, and it's kind of cool. It's very undertoned, so they're kind of allowing it to pass because, again, at that time Hollywood wasn't open to homosexuality, or they just wanted to keep it in the closet. But it's really interesting to see all these different undertones that you could definitely miss them if you don't look out for them. The film has it all, really. It's got it's romantic, it's comedic, it's adventurous, it has action. It really is a non-stop movie, and back then they didn't really, and I'm sure most people who don't like older movies would agree, they didn't really have non-stop movies at then. They usually had moments of lulling, but this one, it just picks you up and it never puts you down until the end of the movie. So let me know in the comments what you think of North by Northwest. How is Cary Grant to a newer audience in your opinion? Was he too old to be playing the part, or was he just fine? I think that he was just fine. What do you think of the undertones of it? Was it ahead of its time? Was it adventurous? Was it nonstop, as I said it was? What did you think of the crop duster scene? And that's pretty much it.